Hiya guys, hope you're alright. So you probably know what day it is. It's WW Wednesdays. It's not really, it's Thursday, but I don't want to swear in my videos too much. Right guys, so WW Wednesdays is going to be a thing from now on. I'm going to try and make a video at least every Wednesday or midweek, and if I wait a bit I'll maybe even be able to post it on Wednesday, but that's by the by. So as the title suggests, there's a big giveaway involving this watch, so stay tuned towards the end of the video, won't you? But the main part of this video is going to be the age-old tale of warrior and warrior clashing together. That's right, it's Omega versus NATO, Omega versus Rolex. I don't know where the hell I got NATO from. So Rolex versus Omega, it's a big divide, and I find that on Instagram I think Omega's more popular. So I've got two titans here, not your average two that you would compare, but I'll tell you the really good reason why I'm comparing these two watches. You think, oh, maybe I'd do that with a Submariner. I don't have a Submariner. Maybe that with an Aquaterra. You've guessed it, I don't have an Aquaterra. But these are two watches that are about £6,000. They're both blue. They're both luxury items. One's on a rubber strap, obviously. So it's really close call. When you get them up close, they are very beautiful. So once I flip the camera in a moment, we're going to be talking about these two stunning watches. That's mine actually, I own that, and I've had vlogs and videos made on that already. And that is Workington watches, and that it is a thing of beauty, to be honest. But Hamilton watches, you've probably seen my Interstellar thing up here. I love Interstellar, I love the movie. I've even got a daughter named Cooper. Not just after that movie, but it's one of my favourite footballers, and I like whiskey. And who makes a whiskey barrel? A Cooper. Sad? Yes, but she's a cute little girl, so it's alright. This is my Hamilton Interstellar, brand new, only a couple of months ago. Now I don't know if you're going to be able to notice this. There's a speck of dust in and around the 9. You can't see it because the friggin', this is what time I'm doing it, 6:45, so you can't see that, but there's a speck of dust under the glass. Please tell me, have you ever experienced that? It's not a big thing, but I know it's there and it really pisses me off. I really just don't know what to do. So a bit of advice please, because I don't think my wife can find the original receipt and she doesn't have a clue where she bought it from. Typical woman, I know. She's not listening, is she? So any advice, I'd really appreciate that. I want to send it back, want to get it repaired, but I don't want to pay for it because it's only a few weeks old really. So yeah, it's Thursday night, I'm loving life. Cheers guys. Oh, I'm getting pissed. Right, let's flip the camera. Here we go. So I'll leave them both here a moment, and I'll just put up some stats, waggling the camera there. That's horrendous skills. So this is a Seamaster, which is just short of £6,000, but it only comes on the rubber strap. Good thing, bad thing, I always think that the bracelet is the smart choice. This is just a smidge over £6,000. It's got a 70-hour power reserve, but it's a scratch magnet. That will stand the test of time better because it's got a ceramic bezel. But hand on heart when I say this, if those two didn't have badges and you put them in front of me, I'd probably think that was the better quality one, that was the better looking one. But they do have badges on. Am I fickle? Am I, you know, is that a terrible thing to say? But because it is a Rolex, ultimately, I will always pick that. And to be fair, if you look at this survey that I did on Instagram, that a lot of people agree, well, a lot of people, the majority of people agreed with me. Now, is a Datejust a popular model at the moment? They're always relatively readily available within the ADs, which for a Rolex, that's quite a, you know, a unique thing. But this, the ceramic bezel, I mean, I don't know if this camera is doing it justice, but it's a really good movement of the bezel, and that blue and gold just pops fantastically. It really is. If this was the regular blue on the rubber, I think it'd be about £3.5 grand, and it'd be no contest, the Rolex wins hands down. But it has got that extra added luxury, and it's got an all white dial. So the dial's blue, sorry, but the lettering is all white, whereas on the other Seamasters it's got a little hint of red. And I think with it all white, I just think it looks a little bit better, a little bit nicer. That gold, it just glistens, and the ceramic, it really catches the eye. So I really want one of these in the collection, but which one do you think is the best? Hand on heart, you've got £6 in your pocket, what are you going for? Don't say neither, because that's not the game, is it? 70-hour power reserve. Love this clasp, the movement, how easy it is, that spring-loaded thing there. Really, really good. But I mean, look at that, it's fingerprints. Scratches, see the scratches? Oh, God. See, is that off-putting? I'll be honest, in my head it is off-putting, it is annoying. This, I want, I do want it. But I can't afford it. £6, it's not to be sniffed at, is it? On a rubber strap as well. If I were buying something for £6, I'd need it on the proper strap. But this is up near £8-9 now on the strap. So the two-tone gold that I'm wanting is well out of my league at the moment with this. So it's a tricky one. It's almost a strange video to do, but I had two blue watches, super expensive in my eyes. Which one are you going to choose? You could wear that all day, every day. You're going to wear that with a suit? I have to ask Workington Watches actually, does he wear his with a suit? Or is it more of a summertime, jeans and a t-shirt? You could definitely wear that with a suit. Could you wear that with jeans and a t-shirt? Is it casual enough? What about, you know, lounging around the house? Do you feel a bit dressed up? I don't know. I genuinely want to know which is the best watch. Because, in truth be told, if I have a couple more drinks, I might sell that and get the two-tone version of that. I've been wanting to do that for ages, but it just seems a bit of a ridiculous thing to do. Anyway, guys, this is just a quick comparison video. Tell me your thoughts, tell me what you think, and for Christ's sake, give me a follow. Right, guys, let's go back. So that's it, the age-old Rolex versus Omega. Two very different watches, I know, but in my heart, I think I'll always go Rolex. In my head, I think that they're technically wise, you know, the build quality, they're up there with Rolex nowadays. And in my head, I think Omega could be a smart choice. You know, they're easier to get hold of, they're just as good quality, they're still going to last you a lifetime. But in my heart, I think it's just Rolex. I think that's down to the fact that when we're growing up, my parents didn't have nice watches, they weren't into watches. I'd never really heard of watches. I'd heard of Rolex, Casio, and I think by the time I was 11 I'd heard of Tag. And they're the only three watch brands I'd heard in the first, you know, decade of my life. So yeah, Rolex will always be in my heart. I've got a watch story about Rolex actually for my next video. Yeah, I remember that one, that's a good one. Lead you on a little bit with that, why not? So, wristwatch check. That's it, the Omega Speedmaster. Rejoined after selling it 3 months ago, and you know what? It is a bit boring, it is a bit vanilla. Everyone's got one, everyone loves it, you can't go wrong with it. I'm not complaining. It's a classic, it's easy to wear, it's comfy. There's a little bit of sparkle in there to make it a bit of a luxury watch. Ultimately it's a £5,000 watch, but it's matte enough, dull enough to just be able to wear with anything. I don't feel, you know, uncomfortable wearing it with jeans and a t-shirt or joggy pants or whatever, or even something else. So in my last video I said that Tempo Matt had sent me some Speedmaster shorts, and even in this cold Yorkshire weather I said I'd wear them. That's right, I've got them on. Over my jeans, obviously. It's Yorkshire, it's bloody freezing. So I've got my Tempo Matte shorts on, Speedmaster shorts, brilliant. I can't remember the last time I went swimming, to be honest. Right, so the big giveaway, the big giveaway. Francis and Gay Jewellers. Yeah, that's right. This is a beautiful, stunning Seiko Presage watch. It's a limited edition down to 8,000. And it's a steal, they're literally giving it away. All you have to do is give them £325. So, actually, Francis and Gay don't know I'm going to do this. Maybe it's the beer, I don't know. So they might never send me a watch again. But if you use this code, that it's got to be that exact code. It's down from 600 odd quid to 325 quid. If you go in there, use that code, say Andrew sent you, they'll give it you for 300 quid. And if they don't, because I hadn't even told them I'm doing this, I will reimburse you the 25 quid. Just let me know you've tried. Don't say Andrew sent you, they'll probably try charging you 400. So yeah, I'm really glad to them. They sent me this watch in, and you know what? On that strap, on the strap that it come with, it's a gorgeous little thing. So I've really enjoyed my time with this watch. It's been an absolute little cracker. Right guys, my last bit of watch wisdom, try and make it as quick as possible. Or shall I tell you the story? I'll tell you the story. It's Watch Wanker Wednesdays. Come on! So when I was 11, I lived in a pub, obviously upstairs with my parents, and we had a chef there called Ian, and I thought he was the most lovely man of all time. Really great guy to get on with. He got on with everyone in the pub. He was one of those guys. Turns out he was a bit of a tall teller of tales, and he said, oh, he owned a property in Thailand and he could get genuine Rolex for dirt cost money, and this must have been early 90s, so you know, we had no reason to doubt that he could get genuine Rolex out there because he had businesses and properties. We probably didn't latch on that he was a bit of a simpleton in a pub cooking food at lunchtime, but he was one of those guys that was so believable. So he's like, yeah, I've got to go rush to Thailand, I've got to sort some business out one day. And we're like, oh, we'll walk you to the train station. Oh, can you get me a Rolex? He says, yeah, I'll get you a Rolex. And I'm like, I'm going to get a Rolex at 11-year-old. I could not believe it. We took him to the train station in Halifax, and he went, that's your train, mate, get on it. He went, no, this is my train. No, mate, that's your train. So we made him get on the right train to Manchester Airport, and next thing we know, his mum, bearing in mind he's a grown man, he's like 40-year-old, his mum comes into the pub and says he's slept in Blackpool train station all night because she sent him on the wrong train. And we're like, what? Turns out it was a compulsive liar. It was quite interesting really, seeing a grown man there just talking utter BS. So the camera's gone again, but I don't want to spoil the momentum. So yeah, seeing him there, he was whimpering in the corner, like still trying to BS his way out of it, and just a compulsive liar. So I have a really sour spot in my heart for people that are like that either elaborate tales or bullshit people. I ain't got time for them. So yeah, liars like that, it really upset me, because I remember turning to my mum thinking, sorry, I said to her, will I still get my Rolex? And she's like, you simpleton. So yeah, I completely missed out that day on getting a Rolex, but that's how I heard of Rolex, I think it was, from a complete liar. I think I've got time for a bit of watch wisdom. Find a new frigging hobby. Buy yourself an half decent watch. One that, you know, you're happy to knock around a bit in the garden or whatever, and just call it a day and find a different hobby. There's loads better things to do. Right guys, over and out. I'll see you in the next one.